today I'm going to show you my girls' room. I have a 6-year-old and I am 30, almost 38 weeks expecting. So I'm going to show you their room, but before we get into it, I want to talk just a little bit. And this is my channel. I am choosing to share my life with you all, and so because of that, I don't always feel the need to give every explanation and every reasoning behind my decisions, but because this was such a hot topic a few months ago, I wanted to bring it up and talk about it a little bit and just kind of share with you where I'm coming from. And I'm talking about room situations here. So, because Landon is still a student and we're not going to live in this city forever, we have not purchased a home. We are renting. This is a 4-bedroom duplex. We have 4 bedrooms. 2 bedrooms upstairs and 2 bedrooms downstairs. The smallest room in the house we need for storage because we have stuff that we need to store, as well as a study room for Landon. That is a priority for Landon to have a quiet place to study to earn his degree. He needs that quiet place. So with that being said, we have 3 bedrooms, and the master bedroom here in this room is the smallest room of them all. Emma has had her room upstairs, and I explained to her and I asked her if she wanted to stay sleeping up there when the baby came or if she wanted to sleep downstairs with her brothers. And I explained to her that a baby does wake up very frequently through the night. And after I explained things to her, I left that decision up to her, and she said that she wanted to sleep downstairs with her brothers. And it has been the perfect setup. And this is where I'm talking about. People went crazy when they found out that Emma was sharing a room with her brothers. She's 6 years old. They are little, they are innocent, and it has been the best thing, I think, for our family because bedtime routine is so smooth and fun. She gets dressed for bed upstairs in her own privacy and then comes downstairs and we all brush teeth together. We read a story to all of them at the same time. We sing a song to all of them at the same time. We scratch all of their backs. They giggle, they laugh, they have fun, they play, and then they all go to bed very well in their own beds. And it has been perfect for us. We love it. They love it. Emma's had fun sleeping down there, and so we don't regret that decision. Some of you may also be wondering, why don't I just keep the baby with me in my room? This is my 4th baby, and I've done things a few different ways before, and the best thing for us is to have the baby go into her own room in her crib at about a month. I like the babies to sleep next to me in like a little bassinet playpen thing no longer than a month, because I feel like the baby and I both sleep better that way, being separated a little bit, and we don't wake each other up with our movements and breathing, and it just works out better that way. And I know every mom is a little bit different, but I personally like sleeping separate from my baby after about a month. With that being said, Emma still has a lot of her stuff upstairs in the bedroom. And so Emma assured me that this is not the nursery room, this is the girls' room. So let's get started. When you walk in, I will just start from one side and work my way around. We've got the hair bow holders. I just purchased this at Hobby Lobby, all the stuff, and I just painted that a little purple, attached those, and hot glued the ribbons on so that I have a place to put all of Emma's hair bows as well as the little baby hair bows. Over here we have the little baby's crib, and I purchased this from Babies R Us when Emma was born 6 years ago, and it has been a very sturdy crib. I love it. I have 3 pictures along the top, and I will replace those when we have newborn pictures done, and I will put pictures of the baby in there. And I just went with a solid purple crib sheet. We've got her swaddle blanket and then her minky blanket. And Cousin Eve picked this unicorn out. And of course, when the baby sleeps in the bed, I will not have a bunch of stuff in there. My babies also like to bite their crib railing, and I know that will be several months before that happens, but I wanted to think ahead and get that done with, and so I just found this fabric online and I sewed this together. And of course I didn't have enough, so I just kind of pieced it together, but it works. And then I took some extra gray fabric and just made a crib skirt. Just really easy and simple to cover up stuff down there. I have a sound machine right here, and I can move this when the baby starts moving around. I'll move it so she doesn't grab it, but for now I'll just leave it there. I have a basket of baby toys and baby books in here, and this isn't just for the baby. Porter loves to play with that stuff as well, so when I'm nursing the baby, Porter can come in here and play as well. So on that side we've got the baby stuff, and on this side we have Emma's little corner. Emma loves her Polaroid camera, and so we found a little place to hang up some Polaroid pictures for her. And then we have all of her baby doll stuff out so she can play with it all. We have a camera all set up, ready to go, connected to the apps on our phone, and that looks right down there at the baby. With the same fabric that's on the crib, I made some curtains, and I like that they are still kind of see-through and not blackout curtains, because this room never really gets a lot of sunshine, and so I didn't want it to be super dark in here. And this will pretty much be my corner. So what we have over here is this cute little felt letterboard. Baby Lucy due to arrive May 22nd. And Ellie was sweet enough to send that to me, but there's also a link down in the description below where you can get that. I believe it's Epic Letterboards. I'm definitely going to be using that for milestones of the baby and take pictures of her, and I've already done a few other ones like this one. I've got my boppy pillow there for when I nurse the baby, and I've got just a simple rocking chair right here. And then this is a blanket that came from Babies R Us that Ruby picked out when we went shopping, and it's, I think, the perfect little throw blanket for the rocking chair. Next to the rocking chair, it is very important to have a little table so that when I am drinking lots of water, I can just put my water mug right here. And believe it or not, when I was still living at home, I think in junior high, is when I got this lamp and this table, and it's just been in my closet at my mom's house ever since. So I pulled it out because I thought it'd be perfect in this room. In the bottom drawer, I just have diapers and butt paste and wet wipes, and then I'll just use this for when I change her diaper on the floor. I used a changing table with Emma, and I think that was the first and only time I ever had a changing table, and honestly, half the time I would still change the baby's diaper on the floor. I don't know what it is about getting down on the floor and changing a baby's diaper, but for me, it is just easier, and so I opted out for having a changing table in this room. Okay, next is this side of the room. This is opposite of the baby crib. I saw something like this at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was super cute. It was super expensive and very cheaply made and was already falling apart at the store. So I just found this frame at the local thrift store, and Landon and I, well, mostly Landon, he put that together for me. So this picture frame came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put a picture of Emma and baby Lucy together in that frame. And then just like a little flower. This is Emma's piggy bank and a few books. And then this is Emma's little bird that Grandma gave her. In this basket right here, Emma can come sit down, and she's got all sorts of stuff in here, but she's got mostly books in here that she can sit down and read. And then this is an old cedar chest that Ruby gave us, and we painted it and fixed it up. And inside of it are all sorts of treasures and trinkets and dress-ups. We've got Hatchimals in there. All of Emma's little stuff that she wants to play with, she can put in there. And I think that's the perfect setup, because when she wants to play with something, that's fine. And then when she's ready to put it away, that is completely baby proof. The baby will not be able to get in there. And so there shouldn't be any choking hazards around this room, and Emma is aware of that. I think every room needs a mirror, or at least every baby's room. And so I love having a mirror right here. So when I'm rocking the baby and holding the baby and patting the baby, I can kind of see myself holding the baby. And then we've got just a cute little garbage can in there. So I know a lot of people like to use diaper genies. I personally have never cared to have a diaper genie before. I've just always thrown the diapers in the closest garbage can, and we take the garbages out frequently in this house so it doesn't ever stink up. But I thought that was a cute little garbage can. It came from Ross Dress for Less of all places. Okay, so this is Emma's side of the closet. And then we've got the baby's side of the closet. We've got 3 buckets up high to store clothes that are not in season or that don't fit them yet. On this side we have all the newborn jammies and clothes that she'll be wearing. And then these are clothes that she'll be wearing in a few months. We've got a little bath basket right there. A little newborn outfit that she'll wear for photos. And then just a file that I'm going to take with me to the hospital. We've got a basket here for all the blankets that we've collected over the years. Most of these are Emma's, but I'm sure Lucy will be adding to this bucket. Okay, my kids are in here now, so if you hear stuff, it's just because of them. But I've got all the different drawers labeled so I know what's in there. We've got different hats and binkies, socks, shoes. Look at all these adorable shoes. Oh my gosh, how cute. I have a secret drawer for my snacks so that when I'm nursing the baby, I can come and grab a snack. She's got a few bottles in case she bottle feeds and some nursing covers. We've got our bibs, burp rags, swaddle blankets, and extra crib sheets. Okay, and then hidden in the corner, we've got the playpen, or I call the playpen, some people call it the pack and play, and then the pump. I need to get this out and wash the accessories and make sure it's ready to go. And then just stuff like the car seat cover. Look who's joined me. What do you think of your new room, honey?
No.
I know you don't sleep in it, but once the baby starts sleeping through the night, we will rearrange things and find a place for a bed, probably right here on this spot. What do you think?
Yes.
The only thing that I do not have in here that I think would be helpful would be some kind of a clock. I'm thinking about maybe finding a clock for right there. Just because when I come in throughout the night to feed the baby, I like to see what time it is, but don't necessarily like to use my phone all the time. One thing that I do like having in baby rooms are these night lights. I think at nighttime that will be the perfect amount of light. So that is the girls' room. Just simple yet functional. And Emma, do you like it? Are you happy with it? She comes in here all the time and she plays and colors. And I think one of my favorite things about it is where the rocking chair is right next to this. Because there are going to be many times where I close the door to feed the baby to keep the 3-year-old in here or just all the other kids and just say, let's just play in here while I feed the baby so I can keep a close eye on them. And I like having this here because then they can color, they can do puzzles, they can read books, and I'm right here and I can help and I can just lean over and help them. Alright, well that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and subscribe if you have not already so that you can meet baby Lucy hopefully next week, and we will see you guys next time.